Hello. It's been a while. It's been a long while. How's the tech going? Is it working? Did you hear the guitar? Because that was my 18th best solo. Lies, I'm sorry. I was enjoying that a little bit there. There was a few bum notes, but hey, these things happen. Is this mic working? All good, says Hauser68. Thank you very much, mate. Right, I'm sorry. I'm unprepared. Shock horror. Normal kind of stuff. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry for the long wait. So tonight we're going to be hammering on about naming your guitars kind of loosely. We'll get to that soon. I've been really bad at keeping up with comments and stuff. It's been mental. It's been mental. It's been a long time. Okay. Let's come and say hello to the chat, to the people who've come in. Thank you so much for coming. Like I say, it's been a long time. Mad Hatter Malachi, first in the house. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in. CMBR, thanks for coming, mate. Indie OG is in the house. Francis Chambers is in. Thanks for coming, mate. BPC Budget Pedal Chap is in. Hello, mate. Who else we got? Hauser68. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming in. Peter Collins. Hello, mate. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody here. Everybody saying hello, everybody. That's what I like to see. The commune of the community and the people talking in the chats and the fun times. Nice. Kushman, how you doing? Thanks for coming, mate. JR Channon's here. Hello. Richard Sheehan is in. Adrian Laws, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Indie OG, what guitar is Steve going to intro with today? The Enya. I wasn't expecting it either. I just kind of picked it up. I did think about it for a while. Thought, what one's it going to be? And I just grabbed that one because it was the closest. Well, technically this one's the closest, but I think we've all heard enough of that one. Where do we get to there? IMA640, hello mate, thanks for coming in. Al Lindsay, Gear Safari, how you doing mate? Thank you for coming in. Johnny D is in, hello mate. You're in from a soaking wet surf. Surf, where's surf? You've lost me mate. Who else am I missing here? IMA640, I think we said hello, but hello again just in case. Search for Tones in the house, how you doing? What's that guitar's name? This one does have a name. It's Enya. This one's called Enya. Anywho, well, we will get to the poll. I'm going to show off my buttons because I've got my live stream stream deck working. Look, there's a poll. We'll go with the poll later on. Look, we've got different camera angles. Oh, anywho, sorry. Right. Excuse me. Where did we get to there? Ben Travers is in the house. How you doing, mate? Who's watching Ben Travers, by the way? This guy is exploding. I seen him on Music Is Win a few weeks ago. Was I away somewhere at the time? But anyway, I watched it. Absolutely phenomenal. Great job, mate. He's just putting out amazing stuff, and he's just the man. Love Ben Travers. Check out his channel if you've not yet done so. He will melt your face clean off. Clean off. Anyway. Where do we get to? Cushman, I said hello, Mad Hatter, yes. Neil O'Mac, how you doing mate? Thanks for coming in. Synthwave vibes, yes. Thank you mate, they do. Go with that guitar. Indio G, it stays in tune pretty well, yeah. Pretty decent, pretty decent. That one of the things with that guitar, because it's the carbon fibre thing, it's the only guitar that I could put in this hanger that is above the radiator. I don't feel safe putting any other guitar there. Although the heating's not even on yet. It should be, it's October. I've just got my wee heater in the corner here. Anyhow, tangents and whatnot. Where did we get to there? Stays in tune pretty well. Try blocking me, what are you talking about? Johnny D says, keep an eye on that guitar, Steve, or it might sail away, sail away, sail away. I get you, mate. Is my backing music on, by the way? I hope so. Let me know if the backing music's on. IMA640, I don't name my guitars, but the kids are called Strat and Telly, and the dog is called LP. Nice one, mate. I was going to put that as one of the options on the poll. So what do we have? So, yeah, I always name my guitars, only the special ones. I tried it, but I feel awkward. And this one that says Just Know, I was originally going to have that as, I didn't even name my kids. But, yeah, I don't have kids, so I wouldn't have worked. Anyway, back to the stuffs. Ben Travers, thank you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate having you here, mate. Royalty. Anywho, where did we get to that? And I was watching your mate as well, Rick Graham on Andertons the other day. That was a great interview. And I love his new guitar. And it's got the wee hat tip to Nuno. That's all good in my book, of course, with a reverse headstock. Anywho, Graham Dingwall, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Fretless is in, hello. Simon Wenlock, hello, mate. And I think we have caught up with everybody. Yeah. Nice. Okay. We should probably just do the poll topic because I've not planned. I mean, it's been so long. But it's the last live stream, I think, on this channel was the 18th of October, which is over a month since we last did a live stream. And I miss the live streams. This is great fun for me, getting to hang out with the chat and see what everybody's up to. Even though I've not read any comments, I'm really sorry. Lots on the mind. But since last time, I think the last stream I was talking about going to Guitar Summit and I didn't know what to do. I did stuff, I did a lot of videos. And if I was a normal person who was good at this sort of thing, I would have all the videos out already. But because I was only back for like 5 days and then I had to go to China, I went to China. There wasn't time to, China was super intense. So I didn't get a chance to get all the stuff edited and out. Well, I got a lot of it edited actually, I just couldn't get it out because of like China, VPNs, not so stable Wi-Fi, things like that. It made it more difficult. So I'm playing catch up now that I'm back, trying to get all the stuff out. So that's something you can expect in the next sort of like week or two. I filmed 9 total videos from Guitar Summit, which I was not expecting. I thought I might do 1 or 2 or none. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I did 9. Maybe I'm stupid. There's no maybe about it. I'm a stupid person. So with these kind of things, you've got to get them out quick or it's almost pointless. But you know what? They've actually been doing pretty well, I think, considering how late I've been getting them out. So across the 2 channels, this one and the main channel, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be putting out more. So there's going to be a video on this channel, I think on Sunday. I think I'm putting one out on Sunday on this channel, a premiere. I think that's what's happening, Sunday night. What else is happening? I'm going to be doing Tuesday videos on the main channel on Friday, just until they're all out and they're all done. And then I've got 5 videos from China, guitar shops, and another kind of more serious-ish topic one. And then I've got gear to catch up on. I've still got the 2 jet guitars that they sent before I went to Guitar Summit. Why did that do that? Thank you for fixing that. Why is it doing, what is going on? It was pulsating. Will it ever stop? What made it do that? How did I fix it? I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, whatever. Hey! I don't know what it's doing. Anywho, China videos, yeah, I've got stuff to catch up on. Jet guitars, 2 guitars still in a box, and I've got this other project thing. The rest of the year's done. Thanks for your patience. Let's read some comments and then I'll do something. Maybe talk about the poll, naming guitars. That's what we're here for. How long are we into this? Maybe about 12 minutes, something like that. Okay. Did I miss anybody? I did have a great time at Guitar Summit, mate. Thank you. Yes, I really enjoyed it. That was the first time there. I've not even reported back on that. It just feels like so dated now. But it was awesome. I absolutely love Guitar Summit and I'll be going back next year. And was it fruitful? I think we'll find out from once all the videos are out. I'm going to get in touch with the organisers and see what we can do for next year. Hozzer, who's gutted they missed out on the Epiphone Back to the Future ES345? I've seen some thumbnails and stuff about it and I know it's a thing, but I've not really looked too deep into what it's all about. Yeah. So, no, I've not missed out. What's up? Jimmy Biter in the house, thanks for coming in, mate. Old Man Zen's in, hello, thanks for coming in. Danny Souls in, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Steve Perks, COVID-ridden Perky here in Montrose. Right, I wonder, I've not took a test actually. Yesterday I just got absolutely slammed when I got back from work with something. I think I maybe picked something up at school. I've not been able to eat. I almost cancelled tonight's live stream, but I just couldn't do it. I'm running on fumes. I think I'm just about run down, but anywho, appreciate you all here. I'm sorry to hear, Steve, you've got COVID. I hope you get better soon. I wonder if I've got COVID. I thought I had like a stomach flu or something, or I don't know. Feels a bit like that. Monty Hoople, you're just back from your holidays and straight into the stream. Most of your early guitars were called Buzz until I learned to set them up. Ba-doom. Nice one, mate. Search for Tone, you was going to grab one, Hozzer, but you grabbed all the GHS pedals. Oh, so there's new GHS pedals out as well. See, I don't know anything that's going on. The new Gibson and Epiphone Back to the Future guitar is a joke. Well, like I say, I've not looked into it. I mean, is the story not something along the lines of the guitar that was in the movie wasn't invented yet, it was the wrong year or something like that? So, yeah, it feels cash grabby. Who knows? Only 1,985 made worldwide. Some great nods to the film. Okay. Yeah, and I seen something about 888 something else. Is there 2 different models or something? One's 888 and one's 1985. Something like Indio G, there's a used Jet GS45 at your local guitar centre, $800. Is that a good deal? I don't know what dollars are in terms of pounds. And also, the Jet, that was like the elite ones, isn't it? Like their high-end stuff. Was that, how much were they originally? I don't know if that's a good deal. I don't know. Worth looking at, maybe. Danny Soul, your Yamaha is called Sheila after your late nan, but she's in the pawn shop as times are hard right now. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, times are hard for a lot of people right now. Let's try and cheer ourselves up a bit and we'll talk about naming guitars. And I've got a lot of comments to catch up with as well. I'm very sorry about that. Right, naming guitars. So let's get into the poll results. This was more of a landslide than other ones that we've done previously. So what we've got here. Have you ever named one of your guitars? So the categories were, I always name my guitars, right? So 13% of people like name all their guitars. Nice. I don't know what the takeaways are from this. That's just what that stat is. Of the 186 votes, by the way, which is a really good number, considering we've been off for a month, and this is the smaller channel, so thank you all for taking part. And commenting, and apologies I've not responded to most of the comments. Anywho, next category, only the special ones, which is actually more, 19% more than who name everyone, so only special ones get a name. That's fair enough. It's a lot less work. And then 8% sounds, sorry, you tried it but it felt weird. I think that might be me. I think I maybe named one for a joke before, but it didn't last, I think. But generally I'm in the 61% here. The lion's share, just no, we don't name guitars. So what we've got, 61% versus like the other 40 are kind of named guitars a little bit. It's just a bit of fun. It's the comeback stream. We thought we'll have a wee bit of a laugh. And yeah, we've got some good comments. And like you see, usually I would have responded to every one of these. But it's been hectic, back to school this week and whatnot. Anywho, where are we at? There we go. Jeff Owlett. Yes, your first Stratocaster, named her Betty. You can call me Betty. Driving home with her and she slid across the seat. Without thinking, I grabbed her and says, "Whoa, Betty." 43 years later, Betty is still here. Nice. What did you say that was? Stratocaster. Was that a Fender Stratocaster? 43 years later. That might be worth a few bob now. What year would that be? I can't maths. 90 something? No, just ignore me. Sorry. No, 80 something. Wait a minute, I'm 43. 82 that was. That was 1982. Nice. Adrian Laws. Yep, they all have names. Wait a minute, I better start liking them. Maybe I'll do this later, hearting and liking them all. I'll do that after. Yep, they all have names. An example, when I first met my good lady, I was gigging a lot with an Ibanez Proline as my go-to guitar. She figured I spent more time with the guitar than I did with her. So the Proline has always been the other woman. There you go. So more time, maybe you should have named the missus after the guitar. No, Proline's not a good name for a lady. Sorry. Anywho, John Robson. We've always got to read out John Robson's comments because he's just the main man. Even managed to catch his stream when I was in China because I try not to miss his live streams because they're always a great time. Friday nights, which is tomorrow, 5 PM UK. Not sure what time that is where you are, but check them out. Great hangout, fun times. It's just like being down the pub. We are pals and just chatting guitars and stuff. Always a good time. Anywho, check them out. What are you saying, John? Only ever christened one guitar and it was named after the band Debbie Harry was in. We don't talk about that one anymore. Oh yeah, we don't talk about that one anymore though. Long story. I haven't named my current number one, but when I get up in the middle of the night for a leak, middle-aged and beer, I often totter along the landing to have a peek in the office, look at it on the stand and mutter, "Hello, gorgeous," before going back to bed. Nice one, John. Thank you for sharing. Thank you everybody for sharing, by the way. Read out a few more and then we'll get back to the live chat to catch up. GRB Aquatics, Bluey, 1980s fame by Hondo Strat, still going strong, and a few others named since. That's an interesting name, Bluey. Is that a sunburst, is it? Sorry. Anywho, sorry, I'm jumping over Budge because I know Budge is in. Nah, let's read it. Few have nicknames, not all. The one that springs to mind is an old Fender Strat I had when I lived at home with my mum. She said the colour looked like the colour you'd paint a kitchen. So obviously got known as Kitchen. Surf Green, in case you were wondering. I have since sold that one, but you've now got a nice thin line telly that shares the same colour and has adopted the name now. Kitchen is a great name for a guitar. I love that. Fretless. First acoustic is called Susie, simply because it is a Suzuki. That makes sense. Had it since 16, over 40 years. Sadly unplayable now. That's a shame. You've never named any other. Now sitting in your scratch and dent pile waiting for me to get around to repairing it. Needs a fretboard level and refret. Jinx. That's a lot of work for old Susie. Good luck to her. Scott Bogfoot. Yep. You've got a lot of guitars. Most have names. And all the names, at least to me, are appropriate and significant. Trying to come up with a new one for the Back to the Future guitar I bought. Lorraine maybe, or Huey, or Needles. Oh nice, you got the Back to the Future guitar. Lorraine, yes, Huey and Needles, they all make sense. Doc, just Doc Brown. No, sorry. Anyway, Derek Clacton, your first electric is Old Faithful. There you go. That's a good name, isn't it? Right, there's a lot of comments. I feel really bad for not responding to any of these. I did like this one from Biggies 100. Tanglewood, Woody, Alvarez, Alan, Washburn, Bernie, Antiquity, Annie, and Squire, Sally. Nice. All makes sense. Excuse me. Right, sorry for missing out all these comments. I will have to get in and like and heart them all. I do appreciate all the time. Like I say, this week has just been crazy bonkers. And thank you for your patience. And thanks for coming back to the live streams. It's great to see you. Let's talk to who are here. Who's here? Ah, brain. Work, brain. Dagnammit. Anywho, where are we at? We've got to the used jet. Danny Soul, Sheila after you. Right, okay, here we go. Indio G, Amber, Quilt Top. Amber, yes, is that the name? Amber Quilt Top. Is Quilt Top a surname? Quilt Top's a nice surname, isn't it? Thomas Quilt Top. Anyway, I've no, it's mainly women's names, isn't it, for guitars? Like ships. Is it because of the curves of guitar design? Possibly. Who knows? Hauser, you've never named any of your 60 plus guitars I've had. Well, now's a good time to start, mate. That's your weekend sorted. 60 guitars, and there'll be a test to see if you've remembered them all. Excuse me. Budget Pedal Chap, you had a handmade telly called Fat Bar Steward because it was about twice the thickness of a regular telly. Wow. Twice the thickness of a regular telly. What could that have been? Is that like an acoustic or something? Malachi, Steve, did you see that latest Glenn Fricker video where he smashed the Aeroband toy guitar and walloped on his... No, I've not seen it, but I've heard about it, and I think I've seen his thumbnail. I do want to see it. I've not been good at catching up with YouTube videos. I've got like dozens in my watch list, like watch later, sorry, that I was putting in since I was in Guitar Summit and in China, trying to get caught up in them all. But yeah, it's just been, like I say, crazy busy. I think I've said that a lot. Sauce. Steve Perks, you have a very naughtily named jazz bass. Even got the decal made up in the States. Raspel Fender to a swear word. Respell, got you, sorry. Respell jazz by changing one letter. Okay. Shame I can't put a pic in the comment. I think I'm getting the idea, mate. I've got you. Nice, whoops, the chat jumped. Where do we get to there? Somewhere. There we go. Nedham's in, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Great to see you too, mate. Old Man Zen is laughing at me doing math, yes. It's never been one of my fortes. There you go, just counted to 40. Anywho, Peter Collins, you call your Mystic Blue telly Carrie, the only one with a name, strange tale behind. Why, but too long to explain here. Aww. I'm even more intrigued. But I know there's a character limit on the comments. Anyway, Dave Lewis, your PRS Silver Sky is John, and your Fender Mike McCready Sig is called Mike. Your Fender Joe Strummer Sig Roadworn telly is Joe. I had a feeling it was going to be Joe. At least there's some sort of logic to that there, or a lot. Actually, yeah. Yeah, the Silver Sky, John, Mike and Joe. Yeah, makes sense to me. That's not women's names, last time I checked. Malika, you've never nicknamed any of your guitars, mate. Well, I'm much the same. I've not really named mine either. Jed Ellis, sorry for being late. No apology necessary, mate. Thanks for coming in. Always appreciated. Where are we there? Cousin Marv for Back to the Future. 345. That's a good one, mate. Yes. Busy like a fox. Sorry, I'm missing things here. Whoops. What was Al Lindsay saying there? You got your first Strat in 1987, which is still 1987. I didn't think you were that much older than me, mate. You must have been like a toddler. Oh, there you go. 12-year-old. Why can't I read ahead? You still on for some reason as a weird 12-year-old. I named it Petronella. It's kind of got a peacock shimmer to it, but Petronella. Is that even a word outside of your... I don't think I'm familiar with that word. That actually just reminds me of the first band I was ever in with my school pals when I was about 7 or 8 year old. I just had my... Is it here? It is here. Can I be bothered trying to get it out? I'll maybe get it out later. I just don't have the energy. It's down here under some cables and stuff. My wee half-size pink Explorer guitar that I got for Christmas or something, made some noise on it. Anyway, that band with my school pals where none of us can even play instruments was called Pepsarino. Pepsarino. Totally made up word. Is that a bit of a Petronella type thing? That's what that reminded me of. Sorry, random tangent there. Anywho, Dave Lewis, your Black Emily Wolfie is Emily, and your Dave Grohlsig is called Dave. Right, Dave, if you've got any more, just tell us what the model is, and we'll see if we can guess what the names are. It might be a really easy game. Hauser, fortunately, you only have 11 now, but still no naming. Fortunately, only... Right, so that sounds the way you've wrote that, it's like you've downsized. Which, mad respect to you, that is something I need to do. Excuse me. Oman Zen, often referred to as she, because in some languages that assign gender to inanimate objects. A guitar is a she, French and others. That makes sense. That does make sense, mate. Yes, masculine, feminine for just words. Yes, okay. Thank you for that. Logic in the house. Oh man, Zen, you named your Dave Grohl sign Cheating Bastard. Nice. NDOG, you are skewing the cat. So I'm not following what's going on here. I'm really sorry. Mad Hatter, you laughed at Glenn Fricker falling on his arse forever yesterday. I'll need to see it. Sounds fun. Danny Soul, completely off topic, Steve, but you've recently got into a fellow Scott singer-songwriter called Murdo Mitchell. He's awesome. Going to see him in November. He's a class act. The name doesn't ring a bell. I don't know him, but that's a very Scottish name. And if I remember, we'll have to check him out. Nice one. Sorry, Dave Lewis is coming in with more names for his guitars. Love it. Rexomatic, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Greetings, Steve. After our wonderful trip to hiking in the Cotswolds and meeting up with Mr. Robson and his guitar friends in Redcar, your wife would like to do another hike trip in Scotland. Nice one, mate. Come up and make sure you come in the summer. Any other time is just too risky of getting dodgy weather. Although you could still get dodgy weather in the summer as well. But yes, come to Scotland. Excuse me. if you're into hiking, that's the place to be in the UK. Maybe do Ben Nevis. That's the biggest mountain in the UK, I think. I climbed that one a few years ago. Barely, but we'll go there. Anywho. Ben, did I get to see any of the big live performances at Guitar Summit, Steve? Unfortunately, no. I didn't. I should have done. I heard there was loads of great. There was loads of people there I didn't even know that were there. I didn't even know. Is it Andy Wood was there? Is that his name? Or is it Andy McKee? I get mixed up with two. I think it's Andy Wood. Ben Eller. I didn't even know he was there until I seen his video of his vlog thing. I did get to bump into briefly Alex Hutchins. I had to just tell him that he's awesome. And I also got to speak into Jack Gardner as well in one of the pubs. That was good, just chatting about Dirty Loops and stuff, because it turns out we're both massive fans. Of course he is. He's practically the unofficial Dirty Loops guitarist, or official. I was just giving him big props for that because I absolutely love Dirty Loops, and the fact that he got to play with them is just amazing. Great pairing. But no, I missed all the concerts, mate. What was my days were pretty busy, like just going around all the booths, chatting to people, networking, filming stuff, and going away to eat, coming back, and then going back to the hotel, trying to get a wee bit of work done, trying to do some editing. I even put up a video one night, and then I went back to the sort of hotel bar that a lot of people were, excuse me, hanging out to do some more chatting and stuff, which is good. I really loved it. It was a great time. Looking forward to going next year, definitely. But yeah, I need to see more performances next year, mate. You'll be playing there next year, no doubt. Could you get me in? Could you get me a ticket, mate? Where do we get to? Mad Hatter, there's 36 in the chat and only 20 likes. Smash the like button. That sounds like a good idea, Malachi. Thank you for that suggestion. Cheers, mate. Oh, here we go. Mott the Hoople. Petronella was the daughter of St. Peter, derived from the Greek word for rock. That's a damn good name for a 12-year-old to come up with. Well, too right, mate. I didn't know that. I feel stupid, but also educated. Thank you, Mott the Hoople. Well spotted. You've right. Oh, thank you very much, Budget Pedal Chap, for hitting the like. Much appreciated. Gears Farry, you were in a band called Cause It's Just. Wait a minute. Cause It's Justice. Cause It's Justice. Because It's Justice. Again, why? We thought we were. Mate, I think I agree with Mott the Hoople. Different levels of smartness going on here, mate. How's the band? Any good? Got any tunes? Old Man's In. Sig Edition, not Sign. That was from before. What were you saying before? See if I can piece this together. Oh yeah. You're Dave Grohl. I got that. Yes. Where are we at? Dave Lewis. Steve, your Black Fender Campfire Acoustic. Oh, Black Fender Campfire Acoustic. What could that be called? Kumbaya. No. Sorry, it doesn't have an artist name, but that's a harder one. Okay. You'll have to tell us. I can't get that one. No. Campy. GMT Art Music. Thanks for coming in, mate. Tuned in too late to vote, but you don't usually name your guitars. You had a Gibson Barney Kessel that I called Barney. This is similar to Dave's naming system. Now you have a Gibson Howard Roberts Fusion 3, but you don't call it Howard. Which is interesting. Thanks for sharing, mate. You had no idea, Gears Farry. Oh, you should have took that, mate. You should have just went with it. Ben Travers, maybe next year you'll hopefully go. I hope so, mate. Be great to see you there. How about Birmingham Guitar Show? Fancy that? That'd be good fun. Budget Pedal Chap, Alex Hutchins uses new standard tuning, doesn't he? It makes most chords harder to do, so I hear. When you say new standard tuning, you don't mean the, is it Robert Fripp one? Is that his name, Robert Fripp? Or do you mean the fourths tuning? Like what? Who's the guy that? The big fourths guy is Tom Quayle, isn't it? I know a lot of guys use fourths. Is that where you got basically instead of BE, you've got CF on your second and first strings? I think that's what it is. But yeah, it makes most chords. That makes most chords difficult. That's why you have standard tuning. But for more scalar 3-note per string type of shreddy stuff, I think it's more suited because the patterns are a bit more symmetrical. Is that right? I'm not sure. That's my understanding of it. I never really tried it. But yeah, I didn't know Alex Hutchins was one of those guys too. Interesting. Maybe that's the secret. Should I do that? No. Peter Collins, your wife calls your Reverend Jetstream avocado, green with brown top pickguard, the chocolate lime because it reminds her of the green boiled sweet with the chocolate filling. I love chocolate limes. I've not had them for ages, but yeah. They seem like legit names. Yeah. Chocolate lime. Love it. Your band, you're saying it was crap, that's why you're a sound engineer now. Oh mate, that's probably a smarter move. Where do we get to there? Dave Lewis, Steve, it's another Joe. It's a Joe Strummer campfire. You didn't tell me it was a Joe Strummer. I would have got it if I knew it was a Joe Strummer. Ben, maybe Birmingham, why not? Let's do it, mate. You should really start to go to these things out of retirement and all that. See you there. Nice one, mate. It'd be awesome to meet you there. Let's catch up. Yeah, Birmingham is a great show as well. I really enjoy the shows. Where do we get to there? Budget pedal chop. Them's the ones our chap. Yeah, you're right about the shapes being more linear. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'll need to give it a go. Where is he? Malachi, what are you saying? Have you heard the community project collaboration with Guitar Pit of Horror, Steve Gunner, CD Nelson 87, Vinny's World, myself? You give it a listen and see. I will have to check that out, mate. You've got mod status, so chuck a link in the chat. That's what to do. And then we can all check it out. By the way, speaking of links, everybody who's got channels stuck, sorry, yeah, mod status and channels stuck. Does anybody know what I'm trying to say? Could somebody just say it for me? Right, try again. If you've got a channel and you've got mod status, you've got a wrench, you could chuck a link to your channel in the chat and then we can all check each other's channels out and stuff. That's what we're supposed to do here. Supporting each other and whatnot. So, feel free to chuck in links to anything. And also, if you've got a guitar channel, let me know. If you're not a mod, then we'll make you a mod. And you could put your link in. That's that. Right, speaking of which, I think this is a good point to, let's thank the Patreons. I'm going to go into Patreon, do the spiel. You ready? I'm not really ready, but we'll try it out. Right, okay, huge thanks to everybody over on Patreon. Right, here we go. Huge thanks to the Roller String Trees, the High Rollers, Chris McKean, the Ubi, Danny Soul, William Taylor, Steve Murphy, Hoser Cotton, Ben Travers, Jed Ellis, David Wicks, Antoine Aromenko, Searching for Tone, and our Hammer-On Heroes plus Cyborg Day Guitars and Grandpa Joe. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. And then we're into our Hammer-On Heroes, the channel members on YouTube, Antoine Aromenko, Searching for Tone, Richard Sheehan, and Chuck's Guitar. Not a lot of channel members. I don't blame you because it's a weird system. They're kind of on the wrong channel because it's channel members on the other one and the benefits are on this one. It's weird. Anyway, Patreon members, Frank Chambers, Stevie Mac, Kelso Brago, Brandau, Steve Gunner, Rexomatic, Simon Wenlock, Al Lindsay, Gubby Hugecock, Budget Guitar Show, Antoine Marabito, Paul Crane, N. Pete, Francis Chambers, Robert McClure, Phil Sequira, Thaddeus Thompson, Greg Stevenson, David Baby Will, G Practice, Emoji Face and the Dane, Andy, Alan Pape, and Bill Cool. Woo! I think we've got them all. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel over on Patreon. Because of all my disappearances, going away to all these travel shows and stuff, and missing all the live streams, I was also missing the Patreon uploads as well. It had been almost 3 weeks or a month since I uploaded on Patreon too. Sorry about that. I uploaded something the other day, basically a catch up on all the stuff that had been going on. Most of the time I'm posting free stuff on Patreon. I don't like paywall and stuff, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for the members, the roller string trees who pay more and are pretty much getting the same as what everybody else is getting. So I need to fix that and offer more value for people on different tiers. Please be patient, bear with me, and I will try my best to get that figured out. But I've just got such a massive backlog to catch up on. Anyway, thank you again for the support. Speaking of support, I always put in the links to these live streams and all the videos, links to Thomann, because I'm a Thomann affiliate. I don't plug it too much, but you can, if you're planning on buying anything from Thomann, or from anywhere. I've just noticed this amp's still on. Check the prices on Thomann and use my affiliate link if you're going to buy something. It helps the channel. The only reason I mentioned it is because since I changed my computer to this Mac months ago, like probably about 4 months ago maybe, I hadn't even logged into the Thomann thing. And I just logged in today to have a wee look on it, and people have been buying stuff. So thank you if you've been buying stuff and supporting the channel. I had a wee look at some of the orders. There's like Fender players, what's the wee mini quad Cortex Nano thing, Harley Benton's pickups, stands. Thank you all so much for choosing to use my link, because it does help the channel. Much appreciated. Right, that's all the pluggy stuff done. What else have we got to say? Let's catch up with stuff. There we go. Adrian Laws, your EVH Frankie is called Kirby. Long story. I want the long stories. I want to know what the deal is. Hozzer, Birmingham's in your birthday next year. You really should go. You should, mate. Well, you should do whatever you like, if it's for you. I find it a lot of fun. Excuse me. Anyway, where are we at? And again, getting a bit gassy there, sorry. Scott Buffett, cheers all. You name most of your bizarre names are best. Scott, I was reading out your comment earlier on from the poll, this thing here. So yeah, I've seen that you named all yours, and apologies I've not responded to the comments. Pretty much most of them, because I've just been so busy. Where do we get to there? Old Man's End, F&L Scottish words are apparently hard to get out of the mouth. They are, mate. I'm struggling. Did I check out the new PJD Origins at Guitar Summit? I did not, mate. I should have. I think I did pass the PJD booth, but didn't spend loads of time. That's the thing at the show. It's like really overwhelmed with like the amount of stuff. There's so much gear there and so much cool, interesting things that we never really get to see out in the wild when you go to shops or anything. All these small builders, new brands, like a new brand that got launched. What was it? Infinia or something. More kind of shreddy stuff, but yeah, there we go. So much to see. Scott Bogfoot is thanking the Patreons as well. Thank you, mate, for thanking the Patreon. Where we get to there? Mad Hatter, just go to @Community Project and check out the song we all collaborated to make for our brother Timmy. Right, I'll do my best to find that, mate. And you're right, I should take a breath. BPC, cheers, mate. Take a drink of water, brother. Thank you, mate. Good advice. Excuse me. Danny Soul, don't worry about it, Steve. I pay because you're my... Oh, mate, you're so kind. You're my favourite guitar channel, and I hope it helps even in a small way for you to keep making videos. Thank you so much, mate. It does. It means a lot. This is the thing. The YouTube thing. I'm not asking for anything. I'm never asking for anything. But I'm just wanting to tell you a story. Jojo Fry actually did a really good video about this a couple of months ago, talking about the cost of having a YouTube channel. And it doesn't have to cost anything really. You could post videos on your phone. It just depends what your kind of, I don't know, vision is for your stuff that you're putting out and what kind of quality you want it to be. So for me, I've spent stupid money on this channel. Yeah, so what I was thinking about, because we're getting near the end of the year, because the past 2 years I've did like a wrap up of the year and how the channels went and what I want to try and achieve the next year, and I usually mainly stick to it. Like this year I did want to experiment doing more kind of sponsored videos, and I've did a bit of that, so that's been good. But what I'm hoping to do next year is that I'm going to try and do more sponsored stuff, but my goal is to break even. And not break even for the year, I want to break even for the previous, like, 3 years, which is a lot. Because, like, I've not actually bought camera stuff so much. Like my wee Pocket 3 that I used, that was expensive. And then the computer was expensive. There's a lot of expense. And then there's guitars and stuff as well that we don't even think about. So yeah, like I was saying, seeing something coming back from you guys or from the Thomann affiliate or the AdSense on the YouTube, it's nowhere near what's going out, but it's good to see something coming back in. And I always feel like I'm investing in this as a long-term thing, thinking I can maybe make something off of this in the future, but I never expected to make anything in the first, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But as you know, I've said before on the channel, I do want to make a proper go of this. It's more than a hobby. Like how much time and effort I put into this channel is, like I say, it's more than a hobby. I would love this to be some kind of living almost one day. I know it's possible. Channels make a living doing this kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm going into way off topic stuff now. I've still not kind of figured out what my way of doing that is yet. Because I don't really want to be the gear channel or the drama channel or the lessons channel, or I don't really know what this channel is. I'm still trying to figure it out, but trying different stuff. Anyway, sorry, a load of word salad there. Anyway, oh, nice one, Dave. I think I'm going to get this one. Your No Gallagher Sig 335 is it Noel, mate? Is it? Come on. Did you name it after, like, the festive season? Where do we get to there? Is it called Ace? Oh, your Tommy Thayer LP. Tommy? Is it Tommy? Irish words are just as hard to get out sometimes. Malachi, are you Irish? I didn't even know you were Irish. Where do we get to? Malachi, the statistics for your channel is doing really well, mate. Glad to hear that. That's what I like to hear, mate. Scott Bogfoot, the Epithere Sparkle out in like 2018ish or 19 was an awesome looking guitar. Nice one, mate. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Actually, I did get to see some nice, I seen a nice purple Sparkle Epi when I was in China. We'll wait for time. We're getting almost that time. I'll tell you about some stuff that's coming up. Right, where do we go? Mott the Hoople, you've now inspired me to name a guitar for the first time. Your CV Jazzmaster can't fix the tuning stability on the trem, but I love it, is now Jude, after the patron saint of lost causes. See, I didn't even know that was a thing, but that does sound like an appropriate name, mate. Nice. Rexomatic, you saw a nice made in Japan Fender Starmaster at the Guitar in Newcastle. Thought it looked like something you might like. Ah, yeah, that's like it's like a Jazzmaster with the Starcaster headstock. Is that what I think I've seen them. Yeah, they look interesting. Rosewood board though, isn't it? Anyway, where do we get to? Scott Bogfoot, how come you haven't subscribed to the channel, mate? I don't even know if I've subscribed, mate. I will need to look into that. Sorry. If it breaks even, you're doing well, chap. Yeah, well, Budge, you've been at it a lot longer than me. How does it work? Is it possible to break even? Can we break even? Have you broke even? Is that too personal? Let me know. Oh, we're almost at the end, and I forgot to say hello to the people watching on catch up. Thanks for watching on catch up. By the way, goals for this channel, Casa Guitar. I'm trying to get it monetized by the end of the year, which means we're halfway there in terms of subs. Need another 500 subs. It's not looking very likely. Excuse me. And we're halfway there with the watch hours as well. Almost at 2,000 watch hours, so we need 4 for full monetization. We'll see if I can get there. It's good to have wee goals, isn't it? And there's also a goal for the main channel, number-wise, which I don't want to say out loud, because but it's getting close. It's not on target, but it could happen if I get a really banger of a video out or two. Anywho, Brent Adams is late to the party, but he's here. Thanks for coming, mate. Steve, well done, mate. You're on a roll. What are the, all right for your guitar models. Nice. Thank you, mate. I love the system, the logic. Anton, you'll be buying an HP Fusion when it's released using affiliate link. Oh, nice one, mate. Thanks for that. Oh, the Fusion 4. Yeah, they do look good. Got to see them at the Guitar Summit, yeah. I love the little, this is the wrong guitar to show you, but one of the upgrades on the 4 series is they just took a wee notch out where the knob's going, like what you would see on a PRS. Thought it was really cool, just a small detail. And I think they've went with the circular inlays as well, which I also like. Henry's are doing that too. Yeah, nice one. And thank you, Anton, for using the link when they come out. I would love to check out the Carlos Asensio one because it's got the Vega trim. I just wish he did one with a maple fretboard. But I might have to check one out. We'll see. And where are we at? I could say that, mate. I could say it. Purple burglar alarm. You're actually right. I kind of failed that the first time. Although I have practiced it. So apparently Scottish people can't say purple burglar alarm. But quicker maybe. Purple burglar alarm. It's not easy, but I've practiced a lot. Brent, you've only named one guitar your solution to a T-style guitar that you couldn't get along with, your Teleblaster. Nice one, mate. That's like to hear. BBC, you're doing all right. Thanks for asking, Steve. Oh, that's good to know. So it is possible to at least break even. There you go. Life goals. Right. It's getting near that time. I want to tell you about things that are coming up on the channel. I've actually not even got the video uploaded for tomorrow. So tomorrow is, I think, a video on a brand that you may or may not have heard of. It's a more niche brand. You probably have heard of it, maybe not. I mean, we're talking to a load of guitar players, so maybe you have. But anywho, I'll not spoil it. But do they make the single cut Les Paul for Strat players? If you watch the channel, you know that I'm not big on single cuts or Les Pauls. I might have found one. I might have found one that can work for me. So see what you think of that. That's tomorrow on the main channel. I think on Sunday I'm going to try and put up, I've got a long video where I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. It's a terrible idea, but I was just thinking of, I'll tell you the idea in a minute. I'll tell you the reasoning behind it first. So the thing is, when you go to something like a Guitar Summit or NAMM or one of these things, if you're going to be making videos, if you don't get your video out first, then you're not really going to get any views. I got really lucky getting the Harley Benton video out first. I went on this channel and I got like 15,000 views or something, which is amazing for such a small channel. So yeah, I got first on that. Yeah. Managed to get a few exclusives, but all the time thinking, I mean, the Line 6 Stadium was the thing that everybody was kind of rushing towards. And I knew I just wasn't going to touch that because like they'd be just far oversaturated with the amount of videos coming out. So I'm kind of thinking, what's the original ideas that no one else is going to do that I could do to do something a bit different? So here was my genius idea. I decided to focus on all the hardware at Guitar Summit. It's mainly trems, but I went around all the booths. So I checked out the May trem, the new one, Wilkinson, Goto, Duesenberg, Goldo, that's the same thing. Yeah, basically just all the hardware that I could find and some bespoke stuff as well. And yeah, so that's a longer video. So I'm thinking on Sunday I'm going to make that a premiere on this channel because that's one of the reasons that the second channel exists, is to kind of put videos that I expect to tank on the main channel on this one. But because it's a longer video and I'm also trying to get the watch time up, I'm going to make it a premiere. Come along, watch that with us. That would be great. And you can see what you think of some of the hardware from Guitar Summit. The latest in hardware at Guitar Summit. I don't even think I've got a title for it. I've also got a video with Fret Look coming up, which is these guys. decals and stickers, stuff like that. That was a fun video. What else is coming up? There's tomorrow's video, which is like the LP for Strat players. There's another 2. I've did the Spira one. I might put on this channel as well the Bernasconi guitars. I think they're Swiss, although it sounds Italian. What else is going up? I've already put out the Harley Benton and two vlogs. I've put the Spira one out, the Jet one's out, the Harley Benton one's out. I did a lot of videos. There's more. I'm definitely missing more. Anyway, that's... Oh, Henry's. There's one from the Henry's booth as well. Ogma, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, all these videos are going to be coming out over the 2 channels. So, like I said, I'm way late with getting the Guitar Summit stuff out. So, I don't expect it to perform as well as it should have if I put it out 2 weeks ago, which is when I should have put it out, but was in China. But you know what? I think the videos have actually been performing like really well. Really well compared to some other people's Guitar Summit stuff, especially considering that I've put them out late, but I was lucky that I got some exclusives. So I was first with the Harley Benton, thankfully. The Jet guitars, pick guards, that was a huge deal for me, getting that news. So that was an exclusive, that was a first. The Spira, I think, was a first, because they launched their custom shop, made in Europe, hand-built guitars. And what am I doing? I'm doing a thing with a finger here. Yeah, I think other people did talk about the Spira ones, but no one did a dedicated video on them. And I did it with Colin Scott, so that went pretty well. And I've got another exclusive. No, I got some exclusive, even although I put them out like 25 days after the event. Right, time for me to shut up and read some comments. Where do we get to there? Mott the Hoopball, you just named another one. Your Rick365 is now St. Nicholas, as you might have to take it to the pawnbrokers to pay for Christmas. Sorry to hear that, mate. Santa Claus. Anywho, where do we get to? Yes. GMT Art Music, what's the main channel called? I'd like to check out. Oh, mate, it's Steve Cassidy Guitar. That's the main channel. I was actually wondering, thank you, Search for Tone. I was wondering that today, if I thought that the entire sort of viewership on this channel all came from the main channel, but then I thought the Harley Benton video actually picked up 85 subscribers, so there's a good chance that they're new. So hello if you're new, welcome. Check out the main channel, Steve Cassidy Guitar. This channel, the secondary channel, just exists to kind of support the main one. But I'm also trying to build it a little bit, not too much. I'm not overly concerned about building this one. This is just more of a playground. Anywho, what do I think about the new Jackson Surfcaster? Oh, Scott, I did not know. See, right, is there actually a new Jackson Surfcaster? Right, because Surfcaster is a bucket list guitar for me. I've got an eBay alert on the Jackson Surfcaster. I actually almost bought one a few months ago that came up, because they only did one with a maple fretboard, and it was the Jackson one. It was like a white one with a black perloid pickguard. I almost bought it, and then I seen that it had like a really flat neck radius, but I almost bought it anyway. It was a good price too. But anyway, it's a bucket list guitar. I love the Surfcaster. Never played one, always wanted to. The only thing about that white one I didn't like was that it didn't have a trem, but I was already planning on putting a Duesenberg on it and stuff. But there's a new one out, mate. I'm going to have to check it out, because yes, Surfcaster is a big one for me. Ogma, have I heard out of Lammy, the Lamb? Not for a while actually, no. But like I say, I've not been keeping up with YouTube as much as I should be the past maybe 3-4 weeks. Where we get to? Right, I think we're caught up. Wait a minute, Mad Hatter, you actually kind of like the Jackson Surfcaster, and the headstock looks sweet. Oh nice, I'm going to have to check it out. Actually, you know what? Can I check it out right now? Let's see if we can check it out just before we call it a day. Let's go to the poll thing. What happens if I do that? There's the Patreon, by the way. Check out the Patreon. Right, what's it called? Jackson Surfcaster. Jackson Surfcaster. Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Okay. I mean, that is the right headstock. I like the right. First thing, it's just too black for me. That's it. I'm not big on like all black guitars, and I like maple. But I really like these inlays. These are quite nice. It's almost like is that wood as well? And they've left like an eyelet type thing. That's oh, truss rod spoke wheel cut. I like that. And we've got humbucker size P90 in the neck and the humbucker. You know what? This is actually pretty sweet. You're right. And I don't know what you call this trim, but that looks decent as well. Yeah, you could put a Duesenberg on there because it's a stop tail. I would probably do that. I'm guessing that's got locking tuners. I don't know why I'm guessing that, but oh, maybe. Looks like it might be. Maybe. Hopefully they bring out new colours one day. But I really like that headstock shape. Yeah. Okay, that does look nice. I do like it. Hopefully it's popular and then I can get another one. In a different colour, a more interesting colour. Maple fretboard, please. Please do a maple fretboard. Actually, can I just find out the radius on it? It's going to be super flat, isn't it? 12 to 16 compound. Okay. Not my favourite, but I still want to check one out. Also, they're usually shorter scale as well. I think they are. Is there a bit where you go into all the specs? There we go. Is it shorter scale? General measurements? Scale, yeah, 25.5 inch. Interesting. Oh, it looks nice there. It's kind of like that open pore type dealio. Yeah, I do, okay. It's starting to grow on me. Nice. Right. Thanks for showing me that. Right, okay, sorry. Right, it's that time. Thanks everybody for coming back. Sorry again about the long... Oh, Trey Shrens has just turned up. Thanks for coming in, mate. Good to see you. Finger crossed we see Lammy back soon as well. Yeah, I hope so. Hope he's alright. Maybe if we say his name 3 times, he'll appear. Let's try it. Lammy. 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 Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Okay, so thanks again everybody for coming back, and let's keep this going. Weekly, back to weekly live streams. Like, sorry, I'm struggling to function as a brain human thing. Right. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later. There we go. It's the end screen. And the after show party where I talk until I read some comments and figure out how to end the stream again because it's been a long time. Right. Yeah. Thanks again everybody for coming. You're all the best. Same time next week. And I'm going to try and... Yeah, loads of videos coming out. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, until next time, see you later. Cheers, bye and stuff. See you later.